Oh shit. That shit was awesome. Hey, what's up? It's your boy 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. And this is the pre-show show. So, happy Friday, everybody. Great to see everyone here. I'd like to say, what's up to my boy, Lord Thoth? What's going on, brother? How's it going? Hopefully everything's good with you. Baron Norman Tag. What's going off? Sneezing, coughing, and wheezing. For sheezing. Robert Pearson, what's going on, my brother? How's it going, man? Yeah, man. Hell to the chat. Happy to have everybody here. And welcome to everybody that'll be catching this on the rewind or catching this later on in the day or tomorrow. Or appreciate you for checking this out. So, with that, today's Friday. It's been an interesting week. And, I have a guest. But before I bring my guest on, I'm going to let you know what kind of week I had. So, week was cool. Started off Monday. Was all right. Now, Tuesday was what made it interesting. So, I went and kicked it with Stone Loki from Loki's Mornings of Mischief. We hung out for the day. And, we was over at his place. Man, it's a beautiful house. I mean, fucking, that boy got taste, man. He's doing it, man. Very fucking impressed, man. We kicked it. And, I checked out, his comic book collection. He's doing some things with the collection. I like that. So he has all this shit. He has the original fucking Voltron. I was looking at that shit and I was like, yo, when I seen it, I paused because I knew what I was looking at. So I had to go ahead and check that shit out. And I was like, yo, that shit was pretty fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Just checking that out. Then from there, I ended up playing him. We had lunch and everything, and then from there, I ended up playing him in some Injustice, and then we also played some Mortal Kombat. Now, I'm gonna tell you this, Cosmic Fusion, what's going on, my brother? I'm gonna tell you this now. Don't ever play Stone Loki from Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Don't ever play him in a fighting game. Just don't. I learned some things the hard way playing that man. And he used to be a fighting video game champion. Which means like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Injustice, like those kind of games. That boy straight campeon, champion. Kind of on the controller, whoop your ass, figure out who you are later. He was fucking. It was brutal, man. Almost won like 3 times, almost, but. Almost doesn't win the game. So, but other than that, I had a great time. We kicked it. Shit was fucking awesome. And I'm, looking forward to next time we can fucking hang out, man. It was like, man, I tell you what, for a grown up, for an adult, going to his house was like fucking going to it was like Disneyland or some shit. But that was for me. That was I felt like I was at Disneyland. So, that was a cool way, to start off the week. And then, It's been a whole bunch of little weird shit. But other than that, glad that we made it till Friday. News has been kind of, there's been news coming out during the week, but it ain't really been shit that I want to talk about, man, to be honest. But there's been a few things that happened today that I thought that was interesting. And then, of course, G4 was pretty funny. We all, a lot of us, can't say all of us, but a lot of us, grew up on G4, checking that shit out and everything. And just to see what happened to it the other day, that shit was a straight up fucking dumpster fire, man. So, if we don't talk about it today, definitely get to it on Sunday with the Primetime Kings. Hail to my man Cosmic Fusion. What's going on, brother? Great to see you here. Yeah, and I do miss Olivia Munn too. But Purple Valkyrie, what's going on, girl? Hopefully everything's good with you, Perp. Great to have you here. But with that, without further ado, going to be joined by my guest with the best. And that's my man, Baron Ormond.
From behind the grave I come, the illness got me. Oh, change your ways, 24, and 3 more tubers will come and visit you, the tubers of past, present, and future.
Right.
I better not do that too much. I'm going to go into a coughing fit. Hey, 24, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, brother. Great to have you here, man.
Oh, thank you. Have the lights dim because I am looking absolutely horrible and feeling absolutely horrible, but I'm more than happy to be here.
Oh, that's what's up.
You make it better. So
I appreciate you, man. What's up, Coldera? What's going on, brother? Yeah. Hold on a second.
I know. Yeah.
No. I was checking out the chat real quick.
Yeah.
Purple Valkyrie showed up. What's going on, Perp? Cosmic Fusion said, I watched that G4 rant. Bruh, MJK really let himself go. Yeah, man. To be honest, man, dude, I'm going to tell you something, man. I used to like G4, man. But, man, to see them come back to this kind of shit.
I mean, I used to watch Attack of the Show in the day, and I wasn't a big gamer, but I just enjoyed watching it and hearing the interplay between the hosts.
Right.
And, the thing is, whatever that was that made that screed hollering, screeching on there, she didn't realize that one of the things that really enjoyed about the female host wasn't necessarily her looks, but her personality, her talent, and how she brought forward, and how she was having fun with her co-host and with us, the guests, people that were watching. And, that's why I watched it, even though I wasn't a big gamer. It's like, okay, this is fun to watch, this Attack with the Show. And, I saw that, and it's like, well, it's nice to know that G4 lasted this long.
Yeah, like fucking, they lasted under 5 minutes. It's funny because I was sitting there, and I've seen that clip so many times. Now, when you're looking at the screen, the dude to her left, the guy with the mustache, goatee, the guy that was close to her, and when she started, he was like, whoa, we didn't expect that. Because really, they were there to talk about games. Right. So to see her go off on a tangent like that, and then you got one motherfucker that says, Slay Queen, I was like, get the fuck out of here. And then you got that asshole all the way to the right, all the way in the back, do with the glasses, or bald-headed motherfucker. You got him. He's clapping like a seal. He's
yeah. He was on the telly screen. I don't think he was even there. I think he was being piped in, and he's like,
yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, damn. I wonder if he blows his horn like a seal. Yeah. I sat there and I seen that asshole, and then seeing like some of the shit that he's posted about how
Oh,
about how he wished that his Republican family members would die, that kind of shit. So I was like, damn. So we got him with this shit. We got her with her rant, and then we got
right.
everybody else with the Slay Queen and You Go Girl and all this other stupid shit. And I was like, man.
It is
It,
stupid.
and then I seen another episode where they, basically they were kind of freestyling. They weren't reading off anything. They were basically able to say whatever they wanted to say. And they had this other broad that was sitting there on some old feminist shit. Like she was like, yes, and this, and I looked at that shit and I was like, come on, man. This is what it's about now. And I was like, you know what? These motherfuckers will never get another nothing from me, man. Like anything G4, the only way I'll ever see anything G4 is when somebody, from our side is sitting there ragging on them and I'm just watching the video because they're the ones getting shitted on. Like that's the only thing about G4 that I give a fuck about now, man. Like I was happy to hear him come back, but I was like, but to see it go down like that, that's not what, especially like their real fan base, the people that keep up with them, they didn't deserve that shit. And then the fact that, we haven't seen them in a while, and then they come back, and we're ready to see what's going on with them, and all of a sudden, this is what we get from them. It's like they were better off gone. Like if look, the thing is, when they left, they left, basically on a good note with everybody. But damn, to come back this way, they were better off gone.
Well, exactly.
Just to never come back, man. Yeah, man.
Right. I mean, that's just it. I mean, the first thing you never do is you don't poop on the people that made you there, and of course,
Right.
Of course, she goes, for the Skrönen, as she likes to be called. That's the Icelandic for frog, I guess. But I've seen a lot of people calling her for, something that the Hebrews like to cut off. It's just absolutely ridiculous. You don't insult those people. I don't mind hearing from female gamers. I don't mind hearing from their tactics. I love hearing about how some disguise themselves off as guys and go out and kick the butts of the arrogant pricks that are out there. The arrogant pricks are to everybody. That is,
Right.
I love hearing those stories because it's people with talent explaining their talent and how they go about it,
Right.
not this. I am a woman. Hear me, piss and moan. Whatever it is that she's coming forward with. Listen, I think we're seeing it behind the scenes here. It wasn't the fact that the other hosts that they had on these shows were pretty ladies, but they're also beautiful on the inside. You could tell they were having
Right.
fun. They're having fun with the co-hosts. They're having fun with us. They had talent, and that's the reason why you had these guys enthralled with them. And I guarantee you, if these women were on a physical scale of 5, and they were
Right.
still out there with that talent, the men would still be enthralled with them because of that. A lot of it has to go on the inside. Here she is coming forward with all this ugliness. I mean, I've seen pictures of her when she's a little bit more cleaned up, and it's like, well, she's all cleaned up like that and came out with that better personality. Guys would be all enthralled with her too. Not in the form of what she is sent back in a sexual way, but guys enjoy watching, just like women like looking at handsome men. I mean, they seem to put sometimes some handsome men in there. They be with these hosts. These are not ugly men. Should we all be offended that women might be tuning in because, oh, look, there's that handsome guy over there, and they might be having fantasies of their own?
Right. It's funny you say that. It's the thing is, looks. I understand what that's, beautiful woman, all that's good, all that's good. But the thing is, even an ugly woman, even a beautiful, pretty woman could be ugly.
Right.
If her personality and everything's all fucked up, it can definitely make an attractive woman ugly as fuck. Now, will we still hit? That's another question. But I'm just saying.
You saying the one and done?
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But I'm just saying there's things that can turn a pretty woman ugly, And then there's things that even a woman that's not the pretty, I mean, damn. I'll tell you like this. Let's be honest. Now, the chick from G4, on a 1 to 10, she's 6.5, 7.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the thing is, what would boost her up is if she had a real chill fucking personality and she was cool as fuck.
Right.
Now, the thing is, with her being a 6.5, 7, and I've seen her like hair nice, yeah, she got all the fucking tattoos, and then she was acting too hood for me. Like, like if a broad was to slap her real quick, I think that would have took all the hood up out of her, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was like, yeah, like she was, fuck all that. But to be real, I've seen this chick looking nice. The same chick from G4 that was talking all this shit. She's not a bad looking chick, man. Now, what made her look all fucked up was her in the camera and yeah, you motherfuckers this and I see y'all in the chat and all this other shit. Like when she comes with all that bullshit, it takes, whatever she had that, was looking decent or, looking halfway decent, takes all that shit and just makes her like even just an uglier chick altogether, man.
Right. I mean, there's a difference between throwing down and having fun with a throwdown, which we all do.
Right.
But she wasn't doing that. That was true 100% attitude in your face. And let's be 100% honest. She was being absolutely hateful towards men. She is the opposite of misogynist. She's I can't remember the name of whether it be for a woman. I have a mental block right now on that, but she's one of those. You can tell she has a problem with men in general. And I've seen her Twitter page. I was kind of looking through it. It's like this woman has issues.
Yeah.
If I was saying this stuff as a man, if I was even saying stuff like this as a homosexual, because she's a lesbian. If I was even saying this stuff as a homosexual, I know. Shock, right? Shock of all shocks. And again, that's no problem with that. But the thing is even if I was saying that as a homosexual, I'd be trounced upon if I was saying those things about a woman as a man.
Well, then, you know what? Now that you say that, I think that it kind of makes a little bit more sense because it looks like probably in her relationship, she takes the man role of the shit.
Yes,
and she was coming off like, and I heard, a lot of people, when they saw that, they actually thought that it was a dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like the more that this individual kept talking and all this other shit, you start putting together what I'm not as hot as the last female host. When you start hearing that kind of shit, then you're like, oh, okay, it's a chick.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right. I mean, people were wondering if she was transgendered and all that stuff. And again, it's with the attitude. Again, it doesn't matter if you're the alpha in the relationship, or she was calling herself the dyke. It doesn't matter. Again, it comes down to the attitude. I mean, exactly. One that I know that is a lesbian, and she is definitely on the alpha side. She's great fun. She's nothing like that at all. We sit down and talk about this BS, hours at a time because I was working with her and was just. And all that, and no attitude, no hatred towards men. She had hatred towards a couple men, but not in the whole general. And it's like, if she was on there, my friend was actually on that show and was talking, it would have been great fun. She would have had definitely an attitude, but it wasn't the proper attitude to that. And forgive me if I jump in and out here with my image in the muting people. It's just because I'm coughing. As you can see in my name, I don't know if anybody knows. The reason why I'm here, I'm normally working, but I'm ill today, and I got the test, by the way. And this time didn't go up in my brain. It's just a couple swabs in each nose. It's like, where the hell were you the first time? So right now I'm bearing COVID tag until it's proven official, of course, if it is or not. So just forgive me, everybody. I just want to have that there.
No, you good. Hey, I wanted to say what's up to the lovely Sherry. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Sherry.
And Juice Cannon 84. My brother was going on. He said, "Smello, everybody." Oh shit! Great to have y'all here, man. Nah, dude. I see you, Cold Ever. She's a -2. Yeah, I know, man. I'm just being real, man. I'm not trying to be. I'm just a dude that, like I don't know the chick from shit. I just see that, she wasn't there before, but it looks like now they fucked around and hired an activist and shit, and she came in and fucking ruined their party. And then the thing is, probably just the fact that they're all a team. In order to keep the job, they have to sit there and be fucking supportive. I wouldn't have support that shit. Why everybody was like, sweat, yeah, doing all that bullshit and slay queen, yes, and all this other shit. I would have sat there and looked at it like, I'd have been like, you know what, fuck this, man. I would, you know what, and that's the thing. Maybe they knew what they were getting into. They knew what kind of person they were hiring, and the fact that they keep sitting there, like even till today, videos are still coming out. Old girl and the rest of her buddies are still fucking defending that bullshit, and it's fucked up, man. It's just fucked up that G4 has went. It just got turned into a shit show in like no time flat. It's like they showed up and just completely. You know what? I've never seen a group of people, man, that like again. Yes, I have. Look at the era that we're in. I mean, to see people that had like good standing with with their fan base and everything, show up, be gone for a little bit, show up again like in today's era and completely throw all that shit out the window. That's really like that train wreck is something that we've seen time and time again.
Right.
Now, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm like, well, fuck. This is, people that have been gone for a while. They come back, and, now it's a newer iteration of them for today's time. And all of a sudden, they end up just fucking, I don't know what the fuck, man. G4 just really fucked.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You could see Kevin Smith sitting there going,
oh, yeah.
You could see that.
That's,
I mean,
fuck, man. It's just interesting, but better them than me, man. So I'm good, man. I'm good. Man.
The sad thing is I know I saw the Twitter account. I saw the guy's name. Who cares? He called himself once was cool, and I don't think he ever.
Oh yeah. I think that's the Adam Sessler.
Yeah, Adam Sessler, who can curl himself up and do a Ron Jeremy on himself, if you ask me. But the scary thing is because he was on a television monitor off to the side, it's like, what the hell is Az doing on there? Az, you're better than that. Oh, it's not him. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. Cold Ever says, I'll take more Olivia Munn eating weenies, please. Oh yeah, I saw her when she had the whole mouthful of them shits. Like, yeah, that was some good shit, man. Cold Ever says G-Bor. And Goose Cannon says Sessler is a piece of shit too, though. Yeah.
Well,
Lord Thought says this show isn't for me anymore. They made that clear. Yeah, man. For real, man. It's like, fuck. You come back and you're already like basically, all your all the folks that voted right, a Republican, they definitely told all of them to fuck off. So yeah, man, it's fucking unfortunate, man. But then that lets you know, and you know what? The thing is, for all the people that are fucking up right now, don't ever forget who those people are, even when times get better, because we're going to look, this shit ain't going to stay like this forever.
No.
These motherfuckers aren't making money. Whatever money that they have been making that hasn't been coming from us, that's only going to last so long. Dude, when you're sitting there and you're spending millions of dollars just to push a message, but all it's doing is killing your brand, and the message is more important than the foundation that you were standing on. Look, there's going to come a time that whatever's funding you, whether it's the government or whatever else, that shit is not going to fucking last. Because you know what? The government could be putting their money into something more important. And they always shift, their narrative, their directions or whatever. This is not going to be something that's going to be funded. Hollywood being woke is a government funded thing. This thing is not going to go further for long. Yeah, it'll probably go for now in the next couple of years or whatever. This ain't going to be a long standing thing. I can promise you that.
I think it's going to be just a couple years, and we're going to see it at least by the next presidential election. I think things are really going to change.
And then once the money dries up and they have to go back to depending on the folks that they fucked over, us. Now, what happens then? Do we sit there and give them a pass? Because I know a lot of people are quick to give people passes. You know, they done fucked up, you know, treated their fan base and, you know, the people that supported them like this and that and all this other shit. And then once times are better, you know, they're hoping that people have a short memory.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, that's definitely not going to happen, man. Because what's happened for the last 5, 6, 7 years going forward, none of that's going to be forgotten. And the thing is, when these companies end up coming out of all this shit and they decide not to go woke no more and they want to fly straight and basically cater to the audience again, they're gonna have to do a little bit more than that in order for them to get our attention.
Well, just ask Jane Fonda and how the vets remember her for what she did. Look at how Katie Lang. I mean, Katie Lang and how the country world treated her. I mean, people, she tried to change the narrative that she went out there in the country music world, basically turned their back on her because she was a lesbian, but everybody knew that she was. The reason why that she got shunned by the country music crowd is because she went out there with her vehement anti-meat, meat is murder. People who raise cattle are nothing but concentration camp workers, basically. And who's the majority of the people that listen to country music? Well, it's people cattle ranchers and such. So she went for a personal assault on them. They turned their back on her, and then she started whining, "Oh, it's because I'm a lesbian." We already knew. Okay, it wasn't a surprise. and look at the Dixie chick. Now, of course, the country world turned their back on them because of what they said about George W. Bush. The thing is not what Natalie Maines said about Bush that pissed them off. It was where she said it, and they like to ignore that part. She was in London, England, in front of an English crowd when she's made that statement. And of course, there's always that unwritten rule. You leave your dirty laundry at home. You don't go abroad and start, spewing forth this garbage, no matter, even if they are sympathetic to you. You don't bring our garbage into another person's country like that. And that's what pissed off all the country music people and why they got shunned. So people do remember. You don't find Natalie Maines and those guys hitting the charts in country western no more, and Katie Lang had to completely move into a new realm of music because of it, because it was their fault.
Yo, I remember all that. Mm-hmm. That was that was actually their downfall from that point. Even though I'm not into country, I remember when that shit went down. Being out here in fucking Houston, country, country kind of, when you hear country news, it'll come through here, even though you don't listen to the music. But, shit, big shout out to country music. I don't got nothing against it. It just wasn't what I was raised on. But, they've had a few country songs that I thought was pretty cool. So I ain't no hater by far. Cosmic Fusion says, let's keep it 100. Kevin Smith would have been crying like a bitch. Oh yeah, if he was a part of that deal. And he also said, I don't think it's been for us in 20 years, Lord Thoth. So everyone brings up Olivia Munn, Cosmic Fusion says. Didn't they have Sarah Underwood at one point?
Yeah. Well, I think she was the original one, wasn't she?
That is a good question that I have. I do not know
they had a couple on there, yeah. And both of them were great.
Because Coldera says, I'll take both to go. My man Coldera, that's what's up, man. My boy Robert.
and probably get his butt handed to him in the game too. I tell you.
Oh man, shit. If I
I,
had, man, I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. But you know what? Lord
yeah,
Thought says Cosmic Fusion, you hit it out the park, and he says Cosmic Fusion says I do that on occasion, but it's usual. It's usually on accident. LOL. What did I do? Oh, he was talking about the reference that you made about Underwood and Munn.
yeah.
Actually, we're gonna get off of G4. Fuck that.
Yeah, they got enough. But before you go, did you see the one that Luke the Kook did up on that?
Actually, I haven't, and I'm gonna have to check it out because I know he had tagged me. Yeah, he had tagged me on that, so I'm gonna check it out. Hasn't been for us in 20 years.
Yeah, so let that be the last thing said about this G4. Go watch that one. It's funny. It's hysterical. Reason why Luke is a kook.
There you go. Yeah, he's fucking awesome. Hey, I don't know if y'all heard, man, but me and Baron was talking about this before we came on.
A little flat-footed too on this one, but because it's brand new.
Yeah, basically a couple hours ago, we have gotten this.
There we go. Kind of a scary thing there, if you ask me.
So basically, Tim Allen is producing and starring in Santa Claus, the series for Disney Plus. Shit. If anybody has heard of this or seen anything about it, hell, drop it in the chat. Or what do you think about him returning to this role, but making it for a Disney Plus show? For Cosmic Fusion says, of all the things Tim Allen could do, a series about Santa Claus wouldn't have been my first guess, nor my first choice. Huh. You know what? Lord Thought says that's news to me, and he says, I find it hard to believe that Disney gave Tim Allen a job, though. And Juice Cannon said, then he'll be replaced by Sarah Silverman.
I thought it was Seth Rogen.
Oh shit, Loose Cannon, my man. There you go. Hey, the thing is the stance that he takes politically is what if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what Cosmic Fusion is hitting on. Is the fact that they gave him a job because of things that he said or what he believes in. Yeah, that's kind of interesting that they did. But the fact that they're sitting, look, the Santa Claus movies, they were actually pretty good. Even the third one that didn't, wasn't as good as the first or second. The third one, when you look at Christmas movies and the era that it came out in, it was actually pretty cool. It's to be fair and to be honest, I think and I think we can all identify with this. I think because of what we've seen in the last 6 years, 7 years, and I think us going into 2022 and looking at the shit that we're looking at, and we get this G4 bitch, with her bullshit and all this stupid shit. Man, we can go back and we could look at so many movies now with a different view, and it's funny because it's not like the movie, like it's not like these movies have gotten any better. Like, let's say the movies that were okay or all right, it's not like they've gotten better. They're still the same movie that we thought that were okay or all right back then. But the thing is, we have greater respect for okay and all right movies nowadays compared to because of the environment that we're in right now. And I just find myself appreciating okay movies a little bit more nowadays.
Well, I think we got. Oh, sorry.
No, no, I'm not.
Okay,
I was just gonna
I
say.
think.
So even with like movies like the third
Mhm.
Santa Claus that I thought was okay, I'd be more amped to like watch that than anything that they would put out now.
I think we have like three categories on this. I think we have the first category is these films were just as good as we thought they were. The other one is sometimes we'll look back at these films with another eye, as we get older and such, that hey,
Right.
these films are actually better than I thought they were. And then the other one would be, well, they weren't as good as I thought they were, but it's still better than what we're getting now. And that's just it. I can still watch it and enjoy it. I don't have the same appreciation I had for it when I was younger with younger eyes. But even that third category, where it's not necessarily, or even the first category, where it's still the same, right? Um, we appreciate it, like you said, not because more for the fact the environment that we are in, the environment we're in right now,
Right.
and then we can remember going back in the day, being the '80s kid. When we ran from theater to theater, sometimes paying because we're in the multiplex. Even the bad films we saw, or mediocre films, were fun. We had a
Right.
joy. We had a hoot. You could do a Mystery Science Theater 3000 on there. Even these films that we're getting today, it's kind of hard to because they're that bad,
Right.
you know. And that's the thing. Even the bad films were fun.
Right. Well, I know now from I can personally say that I have a little bit like I would actually give another rewatch or just something that I never had a chance to watch that was on a okay kind of scale.
Hmm.
I would be more open to watch any one of those movies now compared to anything that's out at this moment.
Right.
So
Oh, I mean, definitely, and that's the sad thing. It's the environment. It's we should be having the same thing now, where we have even the bad films are fun to go out and watch. We should have that, but we don't have that anymore. The
right.
good films are the best. Well, I mean, there's some exceptions. People like the new Spider-Man film. Dune, I thought was very impressive. The what is it? The Free Guy. I liked Free Guy, and then of course people I hadn't seen it like Cry Macho. I don't know. Mexican Iron Man was saying that was a great film, and others. If you like Clint Eastwood, so I mean there are some gems out there, but
Right.
the majority of what we're getting, and even on the pay service, I mean, I wonder if this is Disney because we are having streaming wars, stream service wars, whether people are aware of it or not. And they know that there's only going to be so many streaming services that are going to be survive, and that they're going to have to. That eventually, others will merge into other. So you're going to have a bunch of like about 3, 4, 5 Netflix style services instead of what we got like 7, 8, 9. Every time you turn around, there's a new streaming service. So I think they saw how Satanic or Santa Inc. just blew up in the face of who was it that the HBO how that just blew up. Maybe this is their litmus test, knowing that Tim Allen and he has worked with ABC Disney before. They know he's a draw. I think they
Right.
realized they knew it was a mistake that they canceled their show because of politics, and it was because of politics.
Right. Right.
And then they saw that when he got over to Fox, the show kept on thriving, and basically he ended it on his terms,
Right.
which is great if you can end on the term. So it's like they know that Tim Allen is a draw. They know he's a draw for geeks. They know he's a draw that these movies were, how powerful these movies are, and
Right.
and he's in charge.
Right.
He's in charge, and he does not back down. I mean, Tim Allen's a bit of a prick. Honestly, he really
Yeah,
is.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? In some ways, this is what we need. We need that prick out there saying, we're not, this is how it's going to be. If you don't like it, I'll walk off the set. And I think there might be something positive. Again, I think they want to embarrass HBO. This is their opportunity, they think,
Right.
and that way they can smear this in the face of Satan Inc. that they had.
Hmm. Well. I was looking.
That's just off the cuff here. Just a off the cuff analyzing.
Nah, yeah. I mean, actually, like everything you said, I've heard how that all went down, and yeah, he ended it on his own terms. So, it's like, man, if you're gonna go out, you might as well go out the way you want to, and in your own style.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Dolph says share and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. I appreciate that, Lord Dolph. Cold Era says Battlefield Earth is still trash even to today. Yeah, you know what? I have a copy of that movie. Spent $1 for many years ago, and I've seen it twice. I haven't watched. No, I'm just saying, like, I watched it the first time, and then I rewatched it. Not recently. Like, last time I rewatched it had to be like probably 10 years ago. The second time, and I don't remember it even being better than it was the first time I watched it. And it was still like it was hard to watch that movie, man. It was fucking rough as shit, man. It was boring as fuck. I don't know, man. Battlefield Earth is fucking horrible, man.
It is, but I've told over those films he's listing.
Yeah, I mean it's. Oh wait, hold on. I'm just kind of going through the chat real quick. Cosmic Fusion said even Battlefield Earth has gotten better relative to new entertainment. I mean, would you rather watch Battlefield Earth or The Last Jedi? Ooh,
Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Battlefield Earth, man. That's fucked. Or Battlefield Earth or Captain Marvel.
Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield Earth. Yeah, it's fuck. Cold Era says neither. I'll watch Olivia Munn stuff her face with hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Hot dogs.
On loop. Lord,
hot dogs.
Oh shit, yeah. Robert's tripping. Yeah, that's some good shit. Hey, I tell you what, if you could, did they give like the breakdown of why they're putting out the show? Like what is it with the character?
So let's get down here a little bit. I think where's the meat, the juicy meat of this stuff. So the comedian, they say, is going to start and executive produce, which is a good sign right there. A limited series, which again, that is a good sign. Limited series of the Santa Claus, where Scott Calvin Santa is going to be a part of that 20th century television that they got going on. So it looks like he's feeling his age. The actor in himself, and of course his character is looking at about 65 years old, realizing that his time is going to be coming up, and he's wants to get rid of his duties of Santa Claus, be with the family, basically retire. Let's just put it that way. He wants to be retired. And it looks like he's going to go out there and try to find a suitable replacement for a Santa Claus instead of having an accident like it was for him. I mean, it was an accident for him. And of course, as I sit back and say, this is a very short story. There's not much because it's like, let's hit the tables like a few hours before we went on the air here. So, of course, think about it. Hard to believe. 1994 was when the first film came out. And of course, the sequels in 2002 and 2006. They made a combined $474 million in the box office worldwide. And of course, I don't think they're adjusting for inflation. So it might even be more than that.
Damn. So wait a minute. All three movies only made that much money together combined?
That's what they claim on there. So
get the fuck out of here. I can't believe that all three movies combined made less than 500 mil.
I don't believe that either. I came there, they sort of figured, 407, whatever, no, they're saying that for the whole kit and caboodle. And I don't believe that either. I think that's worldwide. I can see maybe if they're saying America, United States market.
Right.
Worldwide. Of course, because Santa Claus is such a worldwide figure, of course, depends on where you are in the world.
Tim Allen's version was like there was no backlash. Like I say, especially like the first one was actually pretty. It was good. It was a good movie. I enjoyed. I watched all three, but I enjoyed the first two the most. It's a good movie, and like I've seen people always gravitate to it. Never heard like nobody shit on it or bomb on it or trip on it like it's a worthless fucking movie or some shit. Like it was but to know that all three of them combined just made that much.
I find that hard to believe. I really, really do. I would think worldwide. I'm saying worldwide. They must have gotten that wrong because I cannot imagine that being worldwide because, because popularity Tim Allen worldwide that he has and the character that he has is worldwide. And this film, even though it's a America film, it still resonates with so many people around the world. I mean, look at all the countries that have Santa Claus. Yeah, I mean, this man is popular. This man's very popular. I mean, look at the two shows he's had that's gone well over 5 years. Home Improvement, of course, Last Man Standing, of course, Galaxy Quest. We talked about Galaxy Quest the other day. These films here, this man is a draw. Even the Toy Stories movies he's done. So I just don't. For 474 million around the world and thinking they're coming back to get something big, those movies had to have done better than that. Disney sees money, and I think they know they got to leave Tim Allen alone. And Tim Allen will not make this political, even though his other show, last show that he had political messages in Last Man Standing. Right. Oddly enough, he had political messages back and forth. They had the argument going back and forth between the family members. So it wasn't a solid right-wing, alt-right, Pepe the Frog, all that garbage BS that you want to hear. It was actually balanced out that way. But Tim Allen also knows that you can't go into something like the Santa Claus and have a political message. Right. He's got to go out. He knows he's got to go out there and have a story. And a story that resonates. And the story that resonates goes beyond politics.
Right. I hope they don't. I just hope they don't fuck over his. Because this show can actually hurt what the 3 Santa Claus movies did. So hopefully it doesn't go that way.
Well, I mean, they got to see what's happened with He-Man. They got to see what's happened to, of course, some of the other stuff that they had going out there. These revival coming back. And look at the Wheel of Time and how that's being dumped on. And has the Lord of the Rings show actually been released yet on Amazon? I don't know. But, I mean, just look how that's being dumped upon just by what we've heard.
Right.
So.
To be honest, most of the things that have been brought back from the past have all went to shit, including G4. And of a show, and then everything else that has actually brought the same cast back after 15 or 20 years. They bring back some characters. It's all went to shit. All of the only thing that I saw of older characters being brought back, and it was done in a respectful way, SpiderMan.
And I got one for you. It's a television show. It started out that way, and I've never been a Roseanne Barr fan. Never been a Roseanne Barr. But there's stuff that she said that I liked, and I was never a fan of her original show. But when they brought the show back, and that first season where she's in there, that first season, I thought they brought it back really good. And the thing is they had where you did have the different scene in the family. It was two-sided. It wasn't an echo chamber show. And, of course, they had to find something to get rid of her with. And then they came up with that BS tweet that she had, which, sorry, it doesn't matter. That was funny. I don't care who you are. That there is funny. And then they get, and of course, all the people on that show that basically have to thank her for their careers, and they all turn their back on her and spit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But the thing is, that first season was good.
Right.
Because it was balanced. It was thoughtful. It did bring out interesting arguments, pro and con stances of people in there.
Right.
And she's not an alt-right crazy wacko, what they want to try to call the alt-right, but I guess she is because she's not walking the steps of Marx and Stalin.
Right. Caldera said Cobra Kai is the only exception. Yeah, Cobra Kai did his thing. And to answer your question, Codera, I will be showing off some stuff that I had pulled out of my. Yeah, I have an unboxing to do here, and I have some stuff that I wanted to show. So
I can't wait to see.
yeah. You'll definitely get and we'll do that here in a few minutes. So yeah, Cobra Kai. There was like fuck, man, like the only fucking group of individuals that bought some shit back, and people respected what they had to offer when they came back. It's fucked up because there was like, man, there's so much shit that has came back from the dead and brought back its original cast, and everything has went to shit, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up, man. So
Member berries with messages.
oh yeah, you know it. So let me before we get off of this chat, what do you got to think about Tim Allen coming back to do the Santa Claus series or a limited series, mini series for Disney Plus, where he's 65 years old, he's ready to give up Santa Claus, and he's looking for his next replacement? You think Disney Plus is, of course it's a Fox property, so of course they're gonna fucking put their hands all over it. But the fact that Tim Allen's a producer on here as well as being the starring dude on this, do you think it was a good move or a bad move that he came back to reprise his role as Santa for this show? Just a quick question, man. You guys can just, it was a good idea. No, it was a bad idea. Shit like that.
Well, it depends on how many episodes it is. It depends that if he. And again, as long as he keeps it non-political, keeps it neutral in that aspect of the story, and I think we have a chance of having a good show. It shouldn't draw on too long, though. That's the thing. That's my opinion. Right. I have optimism because of who's involved, not the corporation that's involved.
I understand that. Yeah, and Caldera had a good point. He was like, most people like Ghostbusters Afterlife. Afterlife is another good one too. So I appreciate you for bringing that up. And Cosmic Fusion said if you scroll up, I had a few negative things to say about it. LOL. Oh shit. All right. Well, let's see what Cosmic Fusion wrote this. Oh, you mean of all the things Tim Allen could do, a series about Santa Claus wouldn't have been my first guess or my first choice. One thing I did want to see him come back and do was that space movie that he did.
Galaxy Quest. They've been talking about that for years.
Yeah, Galaxy Quest. Now, the only thing that would offset that is the fact that Alan Rickman is gone, and the
one that played the pilot that was the boy in the TV show that grew up, he's paralyzed because of a car accident.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Holy
Sadly,
shit!
That's the case. Yeah.
How long ago did this happen?
Oh, it wasn't that long after the movie, so it was in like the mid 2000s or early 2000s. Well, I can't remember when that movie came out, but it wasn't long after the movie, by a few years after the movie was out.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to look that up, man. I appreciate you telling me, but damn, I hate to hear some shit like that, man.
Oh, it's sad. So, I mean, that's two things right there, sadly. But the big thing is Alan Rickman. I mean, he made that movie just as much as anybody else.
Yeah, right. I mean, Caldera said he should deliver a Buzz Lightyear toy in the show. Wow. Yeah, that wouldn't that be a Wouldn't that be something? Cosmic Fusion says a non-political Disney Plus show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know,
It could
right?
happen though. It could happen though. I think people are seeing things on writing on the wall. I mean, again, why would you bring Tim Allen back like that?
I mean, it's just the fact that they probably knew that they couldn't fucking recast his role and expect for anybody to watch a fucking limited series or a mini series about the same character. Dude, it was just, I gotta be honest, man. In order for them to bring him back, they had to really play ball with his ass.
Right. He's the producer, executive.
Come on, he was probably like, look, if you guys really want me, I got to really be a part of this shit. And I think probably his involvement is going to probably, if it's done right, would hopefully keep. But see, that's the thing. It's like not trying to be woke or trying to have a non-woke show on the woke channel. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you do when you're not a woke motherfucker. You're the producer, which means you have some say on, for a character that was before Disney Plus. It was a Fox property. Now all of a sudden you're doing. I mean, I don't know how many episodes would this be. If this is like a limited series or some shit, I could see it being 4 to maybe 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the end, does he still, I know what his mission is, but does he still stay Santa Claus, or do they find a replacement? And knowing Disney Plus, they're going to want to take the replacement and put him in all kinds of shit, make a show, and make him different than Tim Allen. And then at that point, Tim Allen won't be the fucking producer no more. And I could see the Santa Claus series continuing with the new Santa Claus without Tim Allen and that shit being woke.
Right. It'll be, what do they do after this one?
Exactly.
I mean, we all have our doubts. We all have our fears. I'm being optimistically cautious on this one. And actually, to bring Tim Allen back, I don't think Tim Allen had to play ball with them. You're absolutely right, 24. They need him for that one because who are you going to play in there? They couldn't replace him with anybody and make it seem viable.
Right.
Even if it means they have to sacrifice that first season to be a non-woke entity, and then what do they do afterwards?
Right.
And, unless he's still involved as an executive producer or making cameo, who knows? I mean,
right.
But we have to get to that first one, and, let's hope. I mean, we got to have hope. We have to get hope.
That's true. That's true.
And when they do come forward with something that's actually good, we have to reward them for that. It's like, training that Tasmanian devil. You slap them on the snout when they're doing bad, and you feed them the rabbit when they're doing good. What we got there?
It'd be my first unboxing. Yeah, it'd be my first unboxing because we're pushing on 1 hour. And since Cold Era asked, what will I be showing? I'm going to show you something. And then I'm going to tell you what I got it for. And you're going to fucking fall out. No bullshit, man.
Oh, Ruff's out there. Hi, Ruff.
Ruff girl, what's up, girl? She's saying what's up to everybody. That's what's up. So, you take a swig.
Yeah, I need some liquid too. Now my throat's starting to get sore. I've been talking too much.
Well, there you go.
There we go. Lube the pipes.
There you go. Coldera, kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit. Yeah, I remember that. That's some good shit. I wish I had all. We're not gonna go. Low Spec Linux laptop. What's up, brother? What's good, man? What's going on? Rough Girl says, I'm here. My close up. Did I miss the orgy? Oh, that's what's up.
That statement can go many ways. That's very interesting.
Well, you know what, Ruff? I'm glad that you're here. Rough, that's my girl right there. She's awesome. Now I got this package, right? And I'm gonna show it to you. And I'm gonna tell you, like, I can even pull it up on my phone and show you what I paid for it. You wouldn't even fucking believe me. But I'm about to open it right now. So let me get
If it helps any, I never believe him. Just kidding. Just kidding.
all right, let's get this.
Oh.
Shit. Dull ass blade, but all right.
Yeah, sharpen that sucker up.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, cool. All right.
This one's mine.
Oh, yeah, your shit would have done a lot better than what I had.
Oh, I'm doing okay, rough girl. I'm not feeling I'm a homesick today, believe it or not. I got my, as you can see by my name, I got a coof test today. I've been under the weather. So it's amazing I've lasted this long. Thought I'd break the tension there.
Nah, you good. You good. Nah, you can go ahead and say what's up to Rough Girl. I'm just
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Rough Girl. She's fucking awesome, man. Like I say,
She is.
Now, I'm okay. Now, all right. Now, you wouldn't believe what I got here. Now, I paid $5 for this.
$5.
Anybody, and anybody, hopefully everybody's listening. Have anybody watched a movie called The Streets of Laredo? Western.
Long time ago. While I was out walking the streets of Laredo. While I was out walking Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy wrapped up in white linen.
You know what time that movie came out?
Oh. I keep on wanting to say 55, but I think I'm too early on that.
1949.
49? Okay, I was too late on that one. Okay.
Oh, now, before I go any further with this, Low Spic Linux laptop showed up. What's up, my boy? Linux, my man. Fucking awesome dude, man. The Cat Man, Dee Dee Myers. What's up, Cat?
Oh, hey, Cat.
Yeah, Cat Man. He's fucking, like I say, and if I ever tell y'all why they call him the Cat Man, game over. Good shit, man. That's my brother right there. I love Dee Dee Myers, man. He's a good dude. Rough Girl's here. What's up, girl? And Rough Girl says a good Western. I bet everyone knows the song. Well, fucking Baron was singing that shit. So, shit. Yeah. Now, there was a gentleman on here called William Ray Bendix.
Yeah, William Bendix. Yeah, great actor.
Do you know? He passed away in 1964.
Mm-hmm. Was it cancer?
Yeah, 1964. I can't. I mean, I could find out real quick, or maybe you can find out.
I'll find out. Yeah, William Bendix. Yeah, he died in the 60s. 64. Okay.
1964. Now, you know what roles he had? You know, the first Babe Ruth movie they ever came out with, he was Babe Ruth.
Mm-hmm. Kind of looks
Oh,
like him.
oh, you knew that.
Mhm.
So my whole thing is the movie came out in 1949. He died in 1964. That's 15 years. You know what this is?
Sheet music.
Do you know who he is? That's him right here.
Yep, that's him.
Now, look over his head.
There's the autograph. Woofda. There
So
you
let me see
go.
if I can do this. All right. So for y'all that can see me, this gentleman here at this end,
Yep, that's William Bendix.
he autographed it at the top. And he died in 1964. This movie came out in 1949. So that's just letting you know, like, this thing is fucking old. And it was sold to me for $5. And if you look at his history, you know, yeah. And this is actually the song sheet for the original song.
Mm-hmm.
And he autographed it.
Is that for piano?
Shit. Good question. Probably so.
Okay.
But I mean, let me ask you this: when it comes to a sheet of music, anybody that can read it, couldn't they play any instrument off of it?
I'm sure my daughter could. I'm sure my blonde-haired moppet, because she's a talent in a whiz with music. She still hasn't done Melikaliki Maka yet for me, but yeah, she's transcribed music over. So
Yep. But you know, within the 15 years that uh, this gentleman was alive, from the time he made the movie to the time he passed, he autographed this for $5, and I got it for $5.
look at all the smiles on their faces too. I mean, you don't ever see a group of actors like that sitting and smiling like that much anymore. They always seem to have such a serious look, but every one of them, because you know, the Streets of Laredo wasn't a comedy, it wasn't a lighthearted movie, but you can tell that all of them all together like that. Look at all the selections of music you can get.
Yeah,
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 man.
you can definitely get a whole selection of music from to my Popeye the Sailor Man, Jingle
Yes.
Jangle Jingle, My Ideal, Heart and Soul, Luis, Cocktails for Two, The Champagne Waltz, Blue Hawaii, the Lonesome Road, I'm Yours, Dolores, Same Day, Thanks for the Memory, Tangerine.
So
Yeah, they got a bunch of shit on here, man. They got this company put out a bunch of other stuff, but
mhm.
this is the Streets of Laredo.
Wow, I'm envious. That looks really nice. You got to frame
Yeah,
that.
man.
Frame it and hang it.
I mean, shit, I'll probably frame it, but
You don't have a wall.
so
You're all
right.
covered with
Yeah, I know,
wood.
right? Shit. So I got that for $5. And then the same person sold me this for $7. So basically from $12, free shipping and handling. So $12 and plus the tax, which was some cents.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you guys anybody ever seen a Western called Lonely or the Brave?
No, I haven't.
All right. Lonely or the Brave is a Western movie starring Kirk Douglas.
Oh, I would have thought I would have known that one. Heard of it. That.
So for $7, the original autograph picture with Kirk Douglas's autograph.
How much?
$7.
Are you kidding me?
7. I'm gonna show you right now.
I'm not doubting you.
No. Not it's not like that. It's just the fact. No, just the fact of saying, hey, you'd be surprised what you can find. And and anybody has ever watched me find shit, buy shit, show shit, and I've from time to time, even Lord Thoth would tell you, I would always sit there and be like, hey, look at what I paid, and I'll show you right now. Here we go. Let me find it real quick. And you guys tell me what you. Here we go, right here.
You would have thought with his death being recent that prices of his autograph would go up. No, I kind of like being the ghost voice on here.
So, autographed Kirk Douglas. How?
7. Yeah, wow.
$7.16.
And I just looked up the movie because I have to admit that I am ignorant of that movie. But listen to this cast. Listen to this cast. You had Kirk Douglas, Gina Rollins, Walter Matthau, Carol O'Connor, William Shallett, and George Kennedy. I'm sure everybody's heard of them.
There you go, Lord Thoth. $7.16 for this.
There it is, yeah. He says it's blurry.
Yeah. $7.16. So, and this is it right here.
Wow.
And that's his autograph right here, Kirk Douglas. And he died like a year or two ago at like 104 years old?
Yeah, something like that. But I think it was like 2020 he died, February 5th. So we're coming up on his 1 year that he's been gone from us. And he was 103 years old.
Oh, 103. My bad. I was off a year.
Oh, well, 1 year. 1 year.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So, autograph Kirk Douglas, $7.16. So basically $12. Got me the Streets of Laredo and Kirk Douglas. So wanted to show that to y'all. Hopefully you guys, and like I say, I could find a whole bunch of shit, get my hands on a whole bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But figured that was that'd be worth you guys' while to check out Kirk Douglas.
Wow,
and that movie came out in the 40s?
That was like 49. Let me take a look. Let me go back. But yeah, you're right. It was. Let me call that back up. What was the name of that film again?
Only Are the Brave. Coming from Universal.
That movie was
Lonely Are the Brave.
Oh, Lonely Are the Brave. Okay, that's what it was. Lonely Are the Brave. That movie was 1962, actually.
Oh, 62.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Even then, that's still a good 60 years ago.
You're right. And like I said, that cast is so impressive. I mean, Walter Matthau, Gina Rollins, Carol O'Connor.
Oh, Walter Matthau.
Yeah, he was in there. William Shallett. I mean,
young as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just wow. This is of course they have a couple of the usual stock players that they have in the olders, like Dan White and Carol, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. Can't do it even on the best of days. I'm not on my best of days, but yeah, I mean that's an impressive cast right there
Right.
of that movie.
Yeah, that's I just figured with those two, going for what they were going for, I couldn't pass that up, man. They were very
No,
cheap, man.
I think the long suffering would have forgiven me if I would have gotten those. Barely,
Oh
but she would
yeah,
have
yeah.
loved
I mean, you know, Rough Girl TV says 24/7 Fusion Media gives the good. I appreciate that, girl. Appreciate you.
it.
MB Geek, let's talk. What's up, Jesse? What's good, man? He said 24/7 Fusion Media. Why are you wearing a hat and not sporting the hair? Asking for a friend. LOL. Nah, I still got my hair. The thing is, I haven't had a haircut. So, normally when I get, when my fade grows out, I start sporting the hat. But my hair is still there, man. So
He's scruffy.
yeah. Basically, that's what it is, man. I stay shaved, put a hat on. In the meantime, if I'm not mistaken, sometime next week I'll be going to get the haircut, and then you'll see me right back. So appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Oh shit. Cosmic Fusion said, "What's up at MB Geeks? Let's talk." And the long suffering Mrs. Tag chimed in and she says, "Don't count on it." Oh shit.
I know better.
Well, I love Miss Tag, man. She's awesome. Yeah,
I have to love her. She tells me that all the time. You have to love you.
Yeah,
That's what pastors are us to.
Hey, she's cool as shit, man. I appreciate her. Nah, she's awesome.
Yeah, and she's under the weather too. So we're peas in a pod together over here.
Right. Well, hopefully, you and her, hopefully start feeling better soon, man. Quickly.
Yeah, she gave it to me.
And MB Geek Let's Talk says that Rough Girl TV. We got to talk about Dexter. Get with me. We got to make a think for this. Yeah, there you go. And Rough Girl says hello to the long and suffering Miss Tag. And Cosmic Fusion says, I knew at long suffering Miss Tag was lurking. LOL. Yay, look at that. Yeah, she's awesome, man. Hey, at 24/7 Fusion Media. You know what, Miss Tag, everybody is enjoys the fact that you're here hanging out with us. So thank you for being here. And Cosmic Fusion said, a Rough Girl, they can't remake Blazing Saddles. Yeah, I know, right?
No, not at all. It's impossible.
No, they would. Boy.
Leave the classic alone. It's like you can't remake Young Frankenstein. I mean, it's just classic. They tried doing the producers, but I don't think people loved it, but I don't think it worked. You can't beat Zero Morcell, Gene Wilder, Kenneth Mars, and the rest of that lot they had in that film. Mr. Belvedere was in that film, right?
Actually, I don't know. I didn't know that. I'm gonna check that out. Matter of fact, I have it sitting right over here.
Yeah, he was the director.
I'm gonna check that out, man.
Yeah,
he was fucking awesome.
Play. Oh, he was. Oh, yeah, he was wild in that movie.
Oh man,
my favorite. Yeah, I mean, you take a look. Sit down and look at the cast that Mel had in that movie. It's like, wow, it's just amazing. Mel could bring people into the film and make it work.
Oh yeah, you know it. Yeah, that's yeah, everybody's saying hi to the longest suffering Miss Tag. Yeah, it's
she's gonna have a bigger following than me.
Oh yeah, you know it. So with that, I noticed that I've been going through, like, before I get ready for the show, sometimes I'll go through some of my long boxes. I have a bunch of them. And I've been looking through, trying to see what kind of comics I have. And I found one from the 1940s that I have. And it's actually it's a pulp. And I'm not sure if anybody's ever heard of this. It's not even in the greatest condition, but it's, when my uncle gave it to me, it's in the same condition that he gave it to me in. So, but I found it to be pretty cool, and I'm not sure how much is worth or how much is not worth, but this is a comic book called Jungle Comics. Lord Thoth, hopefully you out there listening. Jungle Comics, issue number 153, came out in the 1940s. And basically back then, along with Tarzan and other things that were out, of course there was a lot of jungle men and women out there, Sheena and a bunch of other shit out there. This is one of them, and this is basically Kanga, Jungle Lord. And Kanga is this gentleman right here, and she's known as Jungle Girl. So this is a 10-cent comic. Let me see. The 10 cents is right here next to the C, and I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it says 10 cents. But this is a very old comic, and it's not in the best condition. This has to be one of the most beat up comics that I own, but just for the simple fact that it was a gift, and it's a pulp from the 1940s. It's in the collection, but it's not really a part of anything because it's the only one that I own that's like this, and I probably wouldn't even be able to afford a comic book like this, knowing how old it is. But I thought it would be cool to pull it out, show it. And if you look at the art, I mean, fuck, man. For something that was in the 1940s, like, look at the look on her face. Like, she has that look of like how actually the chicks used to have this look back in the day. Like that Jessica Rabbit kind of look on her face. What do you think, Baron?
Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, yeah, they knew how to look at the expression. I mean, when they sit back and say that they had women that all they were shrieking violets back then and all that, look at that. That's she's coming to the rescue of Ben in that one.
Yeah, it's funny because when you see, it looks like she was riding on top of the elephant. The elephant grabbed one guy by the leg, the guy in the green shirt, and then the guy that has the gun that's about to hit old buddy in the back of the head. She's coming off with the knife to kill his ass.
Right, and it's like, oh, they never had that. Well, look at her right there. She's coming to rescue a guy, and it's like, wow, that's impressive. I mean, what year was that one?
I mean, you can look it up. It's Jungle Comics.
Yeah, I mean, what's that? I'm just trying to think if that was or after Wonder Woman. Or
this is after Wonder Woman, but this is Jungle Comics number 153. So if you look up Jungle Comics issue number 153, it'll tell you it says September, so it's September of whatever year.
163?
153.
Oh, 153. My apologies.
No,
my ears aren't doing the best right now either. Oh, wow. There we go. And looking her up right now, it's like, come on, stupid phone. Okay. You're not working for me. Let's go with you. 1952.
Oh, 52. I thought it was the okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shit.
1952. And one place is wanting to sell it for $81.
Oh, well. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, shit. I mean, it's yeah, I've seen some of these Jungle comics, especially like the earlier ones, go for a few $100s. Like, of course, when you start getting under 100, like issue 100, that's when if they're in good condition, they could be worth a pretty penny, man. And this one's yeah, this thing is butchered, man. But the picture looks good, and the picture looks good, and the girl looks good, and it has it's fucking it's some good shit, man.
Yeah, I mean
if you look at some of the comic books out now, this it's better drawn, better quality than the shit that's coming out right now.
Well, the stuff that's coming out now is just computer generated copy and paste and tracing. That I mean, think about it right there. That person was drawing that straight by hand and all that, and look
Right,
at
right.
everything he was putting into that for all the figures, everybody on there. I mean, you got to respect that, man.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
extra work. You can see the love, and yeah, she looks. Is there a way you could put me back up? I got a couple things to show, if you don't mind.
Yeah, it's all right, let me see. But before I just want to see one thing real quick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh
I mean, I don't mind being the voice. I love being the voice,
no,
but
no, no, you're good. No, I was just it's just the chat kind of jumped on me.
oh
And
yeah, no problem. It's like I feel like the ghost of Christmas
Miss Tag says you guys
YouTube.
are making me miss my dad watching John Wayne movies. Oh,
You know,
well.
he loved them. He loved them. He was a big John Wayne and Western fanatic. I tell you, he
Yeah,
you know,
I love westerns. I have a shitload of John Wayne's over here. So I mean, yeah, I love John Wayne. 24/7 Fusion Media. Matt from Fireball is doing a boxing and boarding stream fairly soon. You should talk to Vigilante about getting on there. I'll do that, man. Thank you, Cosmic Fusion. I appreciate you, man. Cosmic Fusion also says if it was in the 40s, then it was World War II era. Women were holding down a completely different role and than they ever had up to that point. Yeah, you're right about that too, man.
oh yeah, they kept the country going. They kept the war effort going.
And he said women were working in factories, building war supplies, and running households. Yeah, you're right about that too, man. Yeah, man, they were doing all kind of good shit, man. So,
And even
uh,
those that were in service, even though they weren't necessarily frontline fighters, they were nurses. They were in ambulance. They were in dangerous spots themselves, working in the service. So I mean, yeah, sure, they weren't the frontline, but boy, they were still tough, and I wouldn't want to mess with them. Think about it. Even the Queen of England was an ambulance driver during World War II in England.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna highlight you real quick, and
Hey,
I got to make a quick dash
you go dash.
to.
Just mute. Just mute.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, hello, everybody. I am now hijacking 24/7 Fusion's pre-show here. I am, of course, Baron COVID Tag. But I want to show a couple of the stuff that I have. Maybe when he comes back, we can show. But, we've been getting those Russian bots coming in. And I showed this before on the King Show. But I have here is a Mickey Mouse comic from Russia, Mother Russia. And it's actually it's more than just Mickey Mouse. Obviously, you can see it's all the ducks, all the classic uh, Disney artwork and all that that's done up for the Russian comics. That was kind of a fun one. But I made a couple trips into Norway as a young lad. The one year was 1982. And around that time, there was a certain little motion picture that was really causing a lot of people to have attention and enjoy, starring Harrison Ford. And that was, of course, Raiders of the Lost Ark. No, it's not Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. It'll always be Raiders of the Lost Ark to me. But when I was in Norway, I had to get this little jobby here. This is the movie adaptation of Raiders of the Lost Ark that they had done and transcribed over into Norway. I mean, they have this beautiful back of all that artwork. And again, just like 24 and I were just talking about, just all the work that these people did. You didn't have that copy paste garbage going on with the clip arts and all that. But it's basically what I like about this, other than the fact I have a hard time reading Norwegian, but it's a little bit larger, so you got a little bit larger of the artwork you can appreciate over the American Standard comics that they had. So.
Huh.
I somewhere around here, I got a couple Mad magazines from Norway too. One of which was, of course, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I have to find where those are, but I always like kind of collecting stuff like that when I go overseas and bring back because I find it a novelty. I found one that was Laurel and Hardy, and I gave it to a friend of mine when I came back in 1986. And he was a big Laurel and Hardy fan, so I gave him some Norwegian Laurel and Hardy comics that they had over there.
I know you wish you didn't do that, right?
Actually, to tell you the truth, yeah, you're right. I should have brought
Oh,
picked up a
shit.
couple copies, one for me, one for him,
Right.
and so. But to each their own on that one. But
You know, it's funny. MB Geek Let's Talk says Batman issue 497, The Breaking of the Bat. I will never give up this comic. You know, I have that issue. I have the collector's edition where it has the little black strip on the on one part of the cover, and I have it autographed. So I have Batman issue 497, and I have Batman issue 500 autographed as well. So those are some good comics, man. That's that's when Bane came out. That's like your introduction to Bane, him going against Batman for the first time. Good comics, man.
and you'd think that he was always there in the Batman lore, and it's like
Yeah, I
he's
mean
not
he's
a character, but he's that impactful.
yeah, he's a classic character now. I mean, he's good.
hmm Nothing wrong with Bane. Nothing wrong with Bane.
Yeah, Bane is he's a character that's able to do shit that Joker, Penguin, and nobody else has been able to do.
And that's what you need with a villain. You need to have they can't be templates, just like you can't have your heroes all templates. And a new challenge, if you have your heroes going up against a new challenge, something that they have to work through, and that keeps you at your seat more sometimes. And okay, we'll bring Joker back again. It's like, well, we know all his tricks.
Right.
Yeah, it's great to see him back, but this guy is new. What's he doing? And the more impressive they do, of course, needless to say, the more they resonate and stay with the mythology and the lore, even the heroes. I mean,
Hey, Lord Thoth, did you see what I showed off? Lord Thoth just showed up.
I thought he was here.
Yeah, he was here, but when I was showing, he never did say anything, so he might have missed the comic book I showed off.
That is a beautiful comic. That really
is. Let me know, Lord Thoth, if you saw that jungle comic I showed.
There we go. Now I got that here that was bothering me. Oh, I gotta start collecting some of those old comics like that. I mean, I got a few old ones, but mine are pretty much the era I grew up with collecting. But you really start appreciating those. Just a second. I got something to show. So I'll be right back.
There you go. It's all good, brother. Yeah. Shit. In the meantime, I've been collecting the series, right? Been collecting for a little bit, and I'm 8 issues shy of having the whole series. It's only 18 issues for the series, but I got 10 of the issues. And MBG Let's Talk says 24/7 Fusion Media. I remember Bane saw Bruce as Batman, and Bane said, "I think he can." Say he thinks he can hide behind the mask. Bane was the only one who saw Bruce was the real mask. Yeah, you're right about that. Fortunately, my entire collection of novels, graphic novels, comics, and a number of other things were literally washed away in a flood a few years back. Damn, Cosmic. Hate to hear that, brother. Yeah, man. I'll be honest with you, Cosmic. Ever since, floods were like starting to get real crazy out here in Texas, the one thing I realized is if you have anything valuable, you always got to sit your shit up high.
Mm-hmm.
Comic books, anything that's worth don't sit anything on the floor. Make sure your shit is on a table that or on a shelf up high somewhere. That's everything that you have that's worth of value.
And if you have 2 stories, be on the top story.
Right there you go. If you're in the 2-story house, you make sure it's on the second floor. Yeah, don't ever leave your shit. If you're on the first floor, you're on the 1 story. Don't ever leave your shit on the floor, man. Because You know, hell, even if let's say the plumbing goes out in your fucking house, you know, in the bathroom or some shit, or your toilet overflows, if your collection's on the floor, hell, that's your fucking collection right there, man. Anything that's on the ground, that's, you know, don't ever put anything that's worth value. Just don't ever sit on the floor, man, because that's the easiest way anything can get fucked up, man.
I had a bunch of comics get soaked because of a leaky air conditioner, and I was mad. That was back in '90 or so. Yeah, and that was
Yeah,
just the air conditioner that did that.
yeah, man. So what you got there,
I,
man?
well, yeah, I had to go through my library. It's trouble with having a large library, but I finally found it where I actually thought I had it. Now, this is an unassuming book, but we're talking about the old art. This is the collected works of Buck Rogers, the 21st, 5th century.
Oh, wow.
This was put out before Star Wars came out, so there's not any references in there. But again, they have like the original comics, the history. I mean,
You know, it's funny because I've seen 1940s and 30s Buck Rogers comics for sale.
mm-hmm. Philip Nolan being the creator. Where was I? Oh, I mean, even the color pages that they had. I don't know if that shows up pretty good. Kind of hard to see through a book.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you love the show, Rough Girl? Yeah, I got the whole collection sitting right next to me of Buck Rogers. I love Buck Rogers too.
They even have it going to like the 1960s and 70s when they were still having their daily strips. There we go.
Yeah, you see him. He got the butterfly collar and shit.
Yeah. So I mean, I found this. I got it for a song, and I see occasionally them popping up. This was done up by a group of people that were just fans of the thing. So the copyright between 1929 and 1969. This book was actually, it came out in 1977. It was first published in 1969.
Huh.
So, yeah, I mean, I always was a little bit more of a Buck Rogers fan than a Flash Gordon, but I like Flash too. I mean, kind of obvious, you know. I got the Flash Gordon tin back there on the wall.
Yeah, I see, man. I see it all the way back there, man.
I mean, you gotta love that old artwork, just the love and the love and talent that was put into all that.
Huh. Yeah, man. I mean, there's like there was something I have here. I know we're about to wrap it up here in a minute. But before I actually took off, or we take off, I wanted to ask, has anybody ever seen this? Let me see.
There we go. Oh. It's right over my box. Right over here. Oh,
The first,
the first
go
one.
ahead.
I got the whole run.
Yeah. This is I got 10 issues of this. But this is the first issue of V in mint condition. So you can see ain't no cracks. But yeah, man, V is some good shit. Yeah, man. This came out back in 1985 for 75 cents. So you know this is like true Bronze Age comic books for 75 cents. I remember back when this comic book came out. I remember as a little fucking kid. I remember this is actually one of the first comics that I purchased. And back then, you were able to get like you were still able to get like jellyfish for a penny, like the sweetest fish. So like it was like the little fucking sweetest fishes. But I used to come home with spend $1, come home with 100 of them motherfuckers. And back then, they had the big ass fat fucking cookies, man, the chocolate chip cookies for like fucking $0.25. And them motherfuckers were huge as shit. And I remember those days, man. Yeah, actually. And I tell you what, Jesse, if you'd like, since we're about to wrap it up here in a minute, you get with me for next week. If you want to join me, I'd love to have you on, Jess. and I'm not dodging your question or anything. Love to have you on, man. And we could work it out, during the week. And when I do the show next week, we talk comics and a bunch of other shit. And we can make it happen, man. So just let me know.
I'll see your V and raise you on here.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we got. Let me take it off of this shit.
You had to remind me, but this is the Norwegian issue number 1.
Are you serious? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, put that shit up to the screen, man. Let's see this, man. The Norwegian.
That's in Norse. That's the Norwegian issue number 1 of 9 of V.
Wait. So why is it issue 1 of 9 when this shit went 18 issues?
Well, that's the list of it that they had in the back. So it went weekly. So I don't know if they put more. I don't think they put more in it, but it was just for them. It was a 9-issue miniseries that they had in. That's number 1 of 9, as it's on there, and it looked like it was coming out roughly. It was coming out monthly, and there was the whole list of what year, or what issues were coming out and when. So it's like the number 2 in July, August, September, October, November,
right,
and February. And this was from 1986, and it was going for 10 krona.
1986.
1986. So we'd already had Dune on our TV and the comic book run, and now they're having it there, and they have that, and had the Norwegian one, so I had to bring that one back as well.
Damn, like if you look at this, this is February of This is February of 85.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should have been about 85. Yeah.
Yeah. So crazy to see that your book is a year off with only 9 issues.
Yeah.
Because shit. Like, let me show you this. Then, if you said only had 9 issues.
Yeah. Let me take a look.
Because this is issue number 9 right here.
Right.
Now, this is issue number 10.
You know what I think they did? I think they doubled up in here. So there was 2 of our issues in here. And of course, they don't have all the ads.
Oh, wait a minute. So if there's a double up, let's say there's 2 issues in one, then because there's only 18 issues. So that would make sense that it was a 9-issue deal. So
like halfway through, there's the next issue starting, issue number 2 down there.
Okay. Well, then that makes sense, man. And
they don't have the ads in there like we do. They have them like on the back page, front page type of thing, the back of the front page. They do have like a little letter page, like a 2-page one, but the adverts they have is only on the covers. Everything in between is substance, so no fluff.
Right.
So it was 2. You got 2 issues for the price of 1.
Fuck yeah, I have those, and then I've been fucking around with pulling these up too.
Oh yeah.
Pat S says I remember those. Yeah, man, these V comic books were fucking hitting, man. And then we got these Battlestar Galacticas, issue number 1.
I still got spots I need to fill up in my collection on that one. I need to get that filled up. Oh, should I show you what I showed Mexican Iron Man? Just a second here.
Sure, what you got, brother? Uh-oh. I ain't like how you know. Oh, wow. It's crazy. I have like Battlestar Galactica issue number 1. Then I have like 3 issues number 2s.
How do you do that?
Man, I don't know what the fuck, man. But hold on, let me show you what I've seen that for sale. But the thing is getting one in mint condition.
Yeah, I mean this is I wouldn't say this is trashed, but it's been read.
I can tell from
Yeah. It's not the best quality paper. That's one of the reasons why. I mean, you talk about that pulp that they were doing on that one.
Right.
And this one's actually more to the movie that they released than the TV show, the miniseries that they
Yeah, I
did.
mean, shit.
Polkart
I
gets his
mean,
head cut off.
well, it's funny you say that because I have like give you an example. Like I have the original movie here. Well, fuck,
Mm-hmm.
you can't see it because we both
You only got me on there scaring the people away. Hi, everybody.
yeah, like like this is the original movie right here.
Right.
Then from the original movie, you know, fuck around and got the whole complete series
Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing that thing when it came out.
by your command.
By
Yeah, that's my
your
Cylon.
command,
Yeah,
Imperial
right.
leader.
Don't fuck around. And then you know what came out after that?
Galactica 80. Kent McCord
Yup.
and
Yup.
Barry Van Dyke.
Yeah, with the fake fucking Apollo
Mm-hmm. Starbuck.
and Starbuck. Yup. And then if you wanted the original Apollo and Starbuck in your game, get this.
Yeah.
See, nobody never fucked with this. Yeah, the voice actors came in, the
Mm-hmm.
original Battlestar Galactica guys. They came in and did the voiceovers and yep, Xbox Battlestar Galactica. I remember buying this shit brand new, like the first like week or two it came out. And it's funny because like when I got it, I was crazy. I went crazy. It's like Star Fox. If anybody ever played Star Fox,
Oh, yeah. I remember that game.
where you had to you had to fly and go through all these circles and different things. It was, but fuck, it was Battlestar Galactica, and it had the original Apollo, and it had Benedict Starbuck. So I was all in for that shit, man.
Oh, Richard Hatt was a big promoter of Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, man. Richard was fucking awesome, man. I hate when he passed away, man.
Me too. And it would have been interesting to see what would happen if his revival would have happened.
That's really what I wanted, man. Cold there, I command 24 as a kid, 6 feet tall and wearing the shades. I wasn't this tall, brother. I tell you that now. Shades maybe, but not this tall, man.
5'10".
Yeah. Rough Girl says, penny bubblegum. Yeah, I remember the penny bubblegums. They were good. That's when you were able to get downloaders for 5 cents.
Yeah.
Yep, you was able to get fucking 5 of the fucking downloaders. I remember when they first came with the Apple, and they came with the mystery mix. That was some good shit back in the day. Sodas were a quarter. No, I don't think they were a quarter.
Well, for me they were, and candy bars were a quarter.
No, I don't think they were. I think they were like 35 cents by the time.
And I'd get my dollar bill, and I'd go in and get my 4 packs of Star Wars cards. 25 cents each for a pack.
Shit. MB Geek says, you DM me, no worries. We got this. Yeah. I appreciate that, Jesse. Yeah, man. We'll definitely make it happen, brother. Thank you, man. Lord Thoth says, V. Yeah. Hey, Lord Thoth, in case you missed it, not sure if you're still there or not, but I dropped this Jungle Comics, man. I know everybody already saw it, but just for you, my brother. 19, what was that? 52, right?
Yeah, something like that, 52. Yeah.
Yeah, September of 52. So, and I have fuck, man, all these Battlestar Galactica comics over here. I got issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it jumps to 17. Huh. But it's like, fuck, I have, let me see, 1 issue number 1, 3 issues number 2. I got 1 issue number 3, 1 issue number 4, and then I have 3 issue number 5s. Yeah. Fucking let's say 3 issue number 5s. And they're all in mid condition. They're not beat the fuck up or nothing. And then from there it goes to number 6, and then it jumps to 17, and then 18, and then 20. So I got to get all. Yeah, I got to get out. I got to get everything in between.
I think mine's just a little different than yours. If you take a look up in the corner there with the price tagging, isn't yours more colorful? Yeah, yours is still 35 cents.
What does yours say in the corner?
It says 35 cents, number 1, and it's that triangle. It doesn't have. Yeah,
I think yours was a rebooted copy.
I think so. I think I got this. I got this actually in a 3-pack that they used to hang.
Oh, okay. You know what?
3-packs. Mm-hmm.
Actually, the 3-packs were they were good too, man. I remember when the comic books came in 3-packs.
Right.
They
the comics on that one.
I remember getting like the Batman family in 3-packs.
Mm-hmm.
Old school Batman families. They were fucking awesome, man. Boy, they'll be back. They'll be back good again one day. I will tell you that. Lord Thoth, what's going on with you, brother? Hopefully you're catching some of this shit. Wait, what did I just miss?
I don't know if it's me or not. I don't know. You were frozen in carbonite there for a moment.
Oh shit! Hopefully I wasn't.
We could hear you. I could hear you, but I couldn't see you move.
All right, let me see what's going on here. And it says I remember those. Excuse me.
Oh, don't worry, Pat. I'm not feeling good either. I had a coof test today, and so did the long suffering. So, gotta take care of the family.
Well, it says love Battlestar Galactica, great comic series. My Battlestar Galactica magazine is well read too. Oh, he's talking to you about your magazine. Yeah, I like those beat up copies. I see them going for like $3. I see them go for like $3-4. But I want mine to be like in mint condition, man. I want one. I want one of those books. I've seen that book, man. I've seen that book for like the last couple years. But it's hard to get one in great condition at a great price.
Well, because we were reading them.
And Rough Girl says, "Damn, he pulled out the box."
Reminds me about the magazine. Remember those foldouts you got?
I seen that book going for $3. How much? Yeah, and it has the 3 disco chicks in the back from the first movie. They were like, da, 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 da. Yeah, I remember that shit. Oh yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, and they were like they all 3 of them hit like this note, and they were like, yeah, they sounded real. The song was actually pretty damn cool that they were singing on the fucking movie, man.
Oh, it was. It was very. Of course, you keep on opening it up, and there's even more.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you don't got that shit thumbtacks on your wall, man.
No, I didn't want to get it ruined.
Yeah, I know, man. That's oh shit.
I have not only do I have this, I got like almost the entire Star Wars run that they did with that. A couple Empires and a couple Jedis over there too. Same thing. So I might even have an Indiana Jones one. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think one of the things that suffers from this one is it is such cheap paper that they put it on. It's just that is that classic. Remember that paper you used to get in school where they had the lines and you're supposed to do the drawing on it,
right?
Your cursive and all that, and how you could get a sliver off of that paper. The same paper.
It's like not even too far away from it being an actual newspaper, right?
Yeah. That's exactly it. Not too far from a actual newspaper, but it's they had all sorts of nice old tactical stuff. So I mean, obviously, I think it's better condition than most people had. I got it for $139 at Walgreens. It's actually a $150, so it's a Marvel Super Special. Yeah, that was back in the day.
And just to see that people selling it for $3 or $4, and that's inflation.
That's inflation.
There you go.
Yeah, It's great. I love it, and I don't read it much anymore, but I like to pull it up now and then.
Yeah, I got to check that shit out, man. Coldera says do a barrel roll. On this game you can do barrel rolls. Yeah, that's some good shit, man. Zach says I made it. What's up, Zax? Big Geek says the first and only game powered by the Super FX microchip. You are Fox McCloud. Yeah, Fox McCloud was fucking awesome, man. Star Fox was some good shit.
I remember all the hype they had about that with the chip and all that. How, and it was ahead. It's like whoa, there was the next step almost.
And Zach says, "Hey, Zach says, hey, at Baron Orman Tag." There you go. Rough Girl says 24/7 Fusion Media. Do you know anything about playing video games through your system? I bought a USB video capture, and I feel like I've discovered something new. Huh? Video capture card, huh? Actually, I do have on my Xbox, my original Xbox that plays that Battlestar Galactica game. That's the first Xbox to ever come out. I had to get a video capture card for the Xbox because what it is that in order to play an old school system on a new school TV, you have to have like this. I went and I spent like $30 and I bought this thing that allows for the old connections of the Xbox to be hooked up to this box, and then you hook up a USB connection from the back of that box into your new TV. So basically it's something that converts an old system into being able to watch or play it on a new TV. And I just fucking lost my mind when I fucking connected that thing. And I'm looking at it right now. So it's some good shit. I got that like almost 2 years ago when I first started my channel. I did a video about how I got a $20 Xbox from Goodwill, and I did a whole video on that shit. You can at the very end of that shit, and I mean at the beginning of it, and I did a video about that, and that was how I was able to check it out. So yeah, it's some good stuff. Yeah, the video caption card will fucking open up, the possibilities of playing old school shit on the new TV on upgraded technology. It's fucking amazing. Zach says that was a deep cut comic. Yeah, I agree, brother. Lord Thought says Canadian cover versus U.S. covers for Battlestar Galactica. Huh. Yeah, who would have thought, right? Everybody saying what's up to Zach's. Catman DD Myers. What's going on, brother? Zach says, just for a day or and a half, you're... Oh. Lord Thought says, I like the deep voice singer at the end. LOL. Oh, he's talking about the Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think that's what it was. Oh. Yeah, that's the shit you talking about, man. I remember that shit. I might have to watch it again. That's some good stuff.
That is, yeah. That was actually where they threw something disco and fun in there, and it worked.
Yeah, they did.
Better than the Buck Rogers one. Oh yeah,
that was some good shit, man. I missed that, man. I got the whole fucking collection here. I need to be fucking watching it, man. Quit fucking around. You know what? After the stream, you're gonna make a sandwich. I'm gonna sit down and watch this shit.
You know what I watched last night?
Go for it. What's that, brother?
The Buccaneers, the old 50s show with
Oh
Robert Shaw.
shit. The
Yeah,
Buccaneers, man.
the
Damn.
Buccaneers. Yeah, I sat down for a little nostalgia. I was wanting to watch the Sherlock Holmes, but they didn't have the one with Howard Roland. It's Roland
Mm.
Howard. Roland Howard, yeah.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes.
But I was being lazy. It was on at the Amazon, and I just went with the Buccaneers.
You know, it's funny. I noticed that whenever I'm on with somebody and we start talking about some shit, I could turn around and I could say, "Well, trust me, if anybody was to ever fucking pull my leg when I say, hey, I got this thing sitting next to me. If somebody was to ever say, oh, show me, you guys would be fucked every time because I could sit there and be like, here, or I can go here. Like I can pull out. Now you talk about Sherlock Holmes. What I heard was the best Sherlock Holmes movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
Would have to be this one.
Oh, the Hound of the Baskervilles
with Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee and Andre Morel. Look, they say if you would ever find, like, you know, this look, Sherlock Holmes is always good, but to find the best one, they say we would have to be this one movie.
But and then you got Peter Cushing and you got Christopher Lee together. I mean, right there, you know it's going to be good.
Look at fucking Sherlock. Like, he ain't fucking around.
He looks the part. He really looks.
Oh yeah, he just fucking looks like
the deerstalker and the pipe and.
Yeah, man. Like, but they say
I wish I was feeling better. I'd be smoking my pipe.
No shit. I seen you put down some shit in your pipe, boy.
I'll just put the pipe in there. I'll just put it in my mouth. I can't smoke it because of that.
Yeah, you put some of that green in there. You be feeling lovely. You wouldn't give a damn what you put in there. Yeah. Hey, but this the one here. They say out of all the different iterations of Sherlock Holmes, this is the one to watch.
I've been meaning to watch that again. It's been ages.
Man. Yeah, man. That's some good shit.
I mean, the 80s Granada series, it was good. That was great and all that. But, you know, it's those things where this is good, that is good, this is good. But, the Xbox? Huh. The Emperor's Tomb.
You know, when I went to Loki's on Tuesday, he had this sitting in his master room, you know, his master setup room. And I was looking at his computer setup and all this other good shit. And then when I seen this, I was like, bro, I said, man, you know, I've always wanted that game. And he grabbed it. He was like, here, you can have it. Wow. I was like, no shit. He was like, yeah, you can have it. He was like, oh, he said it's been in the wrapper all this time. So I can't tell you what condition it's been. It's in, you know, because I don't know. Sometimes things kind of warp or whatever the fuck when, you know, ain't no telling if this been in somebody's hot storage somewhere or whatever the fuck it's been. But it's still in the plastic. So he was like, but fuck, man, you can have it. So
you need to stream some gaming sometime.
I was like, thank you. But yeah, this is fucking Indiana Jones. And to be real, they're working on the Indiana Jones game now. That's probably going to be the best Indiana Jones game to ever come out. They're working on one right now that's going to be open world. But I think before that one drops, if you really want to know an Indiana Jones game that was pretty much as you know, as Indiana Jones as you're going to get, it has to be this one. Because I've seen all the other ones. But this one has to be the closest to you really doing some shit and this is LucasArts.
Right.
So when LucasArts was on top of his game and doing some shit, they put out this. So if you want to go back, play some Indiana Jones, that's worth a fuck. That's, you know, it's not woke, it ain't full of shit, or it's not slow. You know, it's kind of, you know, it paces well and everything. You guys put your hands on this.
Have to go
Yeah,
cruise through some stores. I mean, you're now this open world one you're talking about.
right. Yeah,
Okay, well, I hope they don't mess it
the
up. I
news,
mean, the word we're getting with that last film they're wanting to work on.
right. Well, you know, the news came out on that about
Oh,
a month and a half ago about the Indiana Jones game.
huh.
So you can look up new Indiana Jones game and you'll see an article, and it's current. It's like within the
Hmm.
last 2 months. So yeah, look
Okay.
it up, man. I mean, you're
Yeah, I'm going.
yeah, check it out. Tell me what you see.
Huh. Wait, this moment.
Yeah, new Indiana Jones game in development.
It's from Bethesda, is it?
From Bethesda. So that's you know who Bethesda is, huh?
Oh, yeah, I know who they are. They do the Fallout series and all that. Yeah.
And they do Skyrim.
Yep.
So just think those people are doing Indiana Jones.
Huh.
I mean, not to say that it can't fail, yeah, because it can, but
Holy cow.
fuck, I mean, but it's made by a camp that has all the abilities to make it successful. So I guess it all depends on what they put in there.
Yeah, it's this year that they're wanting to put it out, and they're not much on there. Just that they have the game coming out, and
Mm-hmm.
it's standalone Fame Adventurer, still in the early stages. So at least that's what this one is saying right on here. Okay, thank you, BB, for barking. You silly. But yeah, just kind of looking through there on that one, and yeah, X Fire. I don't know who they are, but let's take a look here, and yeah, I suppose that was kind of part of the when they broke up that just deal, and they can let other people get in there because I suppose this will be like a subsidiary of the new LucasArts, even though as other people working on it, kind of like they're talking about that new Star Wars MMO that they want to do, or sandbox, or whatever they want to call it. Interesting.
Pat, it says you should have told Loki, throw me the game and I'll throw you the whip.
Ah!
That's a good one, man. It just works. Yeah, there you go, man. I mean, it's yeah, there's a lot of shit out there coming, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a little scary, even though it's Bethesda's doing it. I mean, with what we're hearing about that Indy 5, which I hope comes to a halt and they don't finish.
Nah, Indy 5 is coming, man. Matter of fact, I saw an article about a week or two ago where he was shooting. Harrison Ford was on the back of this Jeep, and he was shooting some an action scene where he was like kicking people out the back of the fucking Jeep, and I was like, well, they're still working on that shit, man. That fucking movie's coming, man. So you gotta brace yourself for that bullshit if you're gonna watch it. A lot of people just was like, fuck it. A lot of people not even gonna give it the time of day.
Oh, especially after Crystal Skull. I mean, and that was Lucas and Spielberg that brought that movie out.
Right.
I mean, South Park actually did a good spoof on that one. If you ever saw that one, it was horrible and bad, but it was hysterical and kind of right on the point.
Man. Yep. So we got some V in the house. We got some Battlestar Galactica in the house.
You know, I'm kind of the same way with you when you talk about movies. It's like someone says about a book, I can usually go grab one, but some of my others is in the other library, in the other room, and all that. So I have to do more of a run.
I make sure I keep all my goodies here, along with my One Step Beyond.
Oh, that was a great series.
Yeah, Before the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, that was a wonderful series.
So this is it's my shits.
Do you have science fiction theater from the 50s?
Yeah, I mean, I fuck with all kind. Man, you'd be surprised what I got, man.
Oh, I'm not going to be surprised. I know that you find stuff, you grab it, and you're a good cataloger. You're making sure that stuff stays around.
Oh, of course.
You do with those movies what I do with books. So.
Oh yeah, man. This is like 5 foot tall stacked
Mhm.
Like if I take the camera and fucking point it all, like pick it up and point it down, you'll see that it's like even from where I'm at, it's like I'm like maybe 3.5 feet,
Mhm.
pushed back. It's like it's still it's a lot of shit, man. It's
Mhm.
probably 5 feet high and a good 8-9 feet. No, yeah, it's about a good 9 feet across.
What's going to happen one of these days? They're going to find him buried underneath all those movies, and they're going to
Nah,
find me buried underneath all my books.
yeah, well, yeah, I've been buried up under these motherfuckers at least twice already.
He told me
So
about it twice.
yeah, so that I got it set up to where that's not happening no more, man. So everything's stationary, man.
Mhm.
But
Thank,
yeah,
thank,
man.
thank goodness you don't have earthquakes.
Fuck. You never know, brother. You might have spoken something into existence, right?
Sorry about that. Well, we got a fault in Minnesota, so I might
Shit,
get that here too.
man. But yeah, man. I know I'm about to go ahead and wrap it up. Before I go, something interesting happened about a couple hours ago. Strawberry shits. Yup.
Yeah, I saw
The
that.
strawberry shits. Yeah, he's talking about how it's cold era. That's funny. 24 is the last blockbuster. I appreciate that, man. Guys, I'm watching from the bleachers, not feeling too hot. Be well. Rough girl, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better.
I sympathize. Trust me.
Yeah, for real. I know last week I was kind of going through it.
Mhm.
Cold era, what he means by strawberry shits. It was like there was a lady that was suing Kellogg's for their Pop Tarts and
Mhm.
not and the thing is she wasn't putting well, she was suing them because they wasn't putting enough strawberry shits in the middle. So I
Yeah.
called it strawberry shits, and he just kind of that's what he likes calling it from now on. So there you go.
Vigilante ran with it too.
Yeah, the strawberry shits. Yeah, that was a good term for it. But
Strawberry shits forever.
yeah, there you
Sorry.
go. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up for this episode of the pre-show show. So hopefully, I know F&T's probably been going for about a good hour plus. You
Mm.
guys go ahead, get you something to drink, get you something to eat. Go watch F&T or your favorite show. Go kick it with your family. Make a phone call. Do whatever it is you got to do. Take your medicine. Hopefully, Rough Girl will feel better. Cold Era, you're awesome, brother. Thank you for being here. Pat S. Lord Thoth. Hopefully, Lord Thoth. Zax says take care of yourself at Rough Girl TV. Yeah, Rough Girl. Hope you feel better. My man Zax. Appreciate you for being here. Low Spec Linux Laptop. My brother, thank you for being here. Hopefully, Lord Thoth, you caught my jungle comic from 1952. Hopefully, you got a chance to saw it because every time I pulled it out, you never said anything, Lord Thoth. So hopefully, you got a chance to check that out. Want to give a shout out to my man Dee Myers. Hopefully, everything's going good with you and the missus. Love you, brother. You see who else we got here? Pat S. My man. That's my brother like no other. The Chief of the East. Pat S. Thank you for being here, man. My boy Jesse, MB Geek Let's Talks. Um, Next week, man. Let me know what you got going on, and we'll definitely get you on, man. I would love to rap with you, man. It's been a minute, man. Miss fucking kicking it with you, brother. Cold Era, man. Robert, man. That boy there is, he got a good head on him, man, when it comes to pop culture knowledge, man. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Rough Girl or MB Geek Let's Talks or my man Baron Orman Tag or my man Cold Era, please do. Along with Vigilante Williamson, Cosmic Fusion in the house. Man, it was great to have you here, brother. Please subscribe to Cosmic Fusion. He's building up his channel. The long and suffering Miss Tag.
Yeah.
She's awesome. Yep. Whooping ass and taking names later. So that's my girl right there. Thank you for being here. She's awesome. And I hope you and Miss Tag feel better, man. For real, man.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you so
man.
much.
You guys just see y'all down and out like this, man. I know it won't be for long, but just see y'all feeling bad, man. That's always want y'all. You always want you guys to be 100%, man. You and Rough Girl and Miss Tag and everybody else, man. So hope you guys feel better quickly. Because when we were younger, you got sick, you didn't give a shit because you get to skip school and fuck everybody. You get to sit home, play video games. You don't give a shit. Watch your cartoons, do your shits. But when you get older, you miss money, you miss work, like a bunch of other different shit happens, and it's like fuck. Right. Yeah, you don't want to be sick when you're older because especially if you're working, you definitely got to put in a sick day, and that's a sick day that could be used to towards some other shit later on. But you have to use it now because you're really not feeling good. Yeah, man, you don't ever want to. You always want to feel better, quick. So, my man, the Cat Man, D.D. Myers, like I keep telling y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know why we call him the Cat Man. Just saying, back then we used to call him the Punani Papa. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna, hey, my man, the Cat Man, good dude, man. Love that brother, man. He's a great guy. My man, Low Spec, Jeff Pearson. Thank you for being here. I want to make sure I don't fucking miss nobody, man. I can't miss nobody today, man.
We're yammering too much. That's the thing.
Yeah, man. Shit, we had a good time hanging out. So next weekend when you get sick, you ready to know you can fuck around and hang out with me and shit.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Even if I look like Death, I'll make it even funnier. It's like, oh, look, what shade of Death is he now?
Oh, come on, man. Yo, my man, Juice Cannon 84. Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Let's see who else we got in the house, man. Before we go, I definitely don't want to leave nobody out, man. I'm just kind of going through this. Yeah, man. My boy Robert. Yeah, man. Robert Pearson. Oh, we got the Pearson brothers. Jeff Pearson, Robert Pearson. That's what's up, man. Oh. Yeah, Robert Pearson.
We got a candy company up here called Pearson. And they have the Pearson Nut Good and then they have the salted nut roll.
Oh, well, the nut roll, huh?
Yep. We won't go there.
Yeah. Hey, there you go, man. Hey, there you go, man. You starting to understand your boy a little bit, man. That's some funny shit, man. Funny shit. Oh, man.
I'm a little more low key and a little more, what would you say, droll with my humor or whatever. I don't know if it's droll, but what do you call that? I suppose it would be kind of droll. Serious, straight, not as loud. Yeah. I said salty nut.
Yeah, well, look at what Rough Girl had to say. His name is
I know she was gorgeous.
Yeah, wow.
The thing is they all live around you. I'm jealous. You have all these great tubers.
Yeah, I mean, I have just I have a hell of a party always going on around me. Who knows, right?
You can always walk it in. You got like the long cigarette in the case there, and the
or I have or I have a long pipe like you, and I'm just like you do. Yeah, there you go.
I do say, I was at the establishment of Stone Loki, and we were enjoying copious amounts of electronic games, and he showed me that. That's actually how he sounds for real when he's not on the air. This is all a gig. Afterwards, he comes out there. I do say, Baron, it was quite an interesting show. What did you say?
Yeah, see, Baron's giving y'all the inside scoop on how I talk. I'll off camera. So there you go. That's some good shit. Catman says, everyone have a great night and have an awesome weekend. You do the same, Catman. Love you, Donald, man. You're awesome. D.D. Myers in the house. And Lord Thoth says, no problem at Pat S. Yeah, man. Thank you, Lord Thoth and Pat S. and everybody for doing what you do. You know what, Rough Girl? I need to make you a mod. So while you're sick, she'll. Hey, I know she ain't feeling well, but she's definitely gonna get her modding papers now. So
there you go. She's got I
That's
got
right.
even her mine. I have
Yeah.
a sneaky feeling when I stream with Rough Girl, it's going to be an interesting stream.
Yep. All hands on deck. Yeah. Rough Girl's awesome. She says good night.
I know.
Lord Thought says be safe. And then Rough Girl says you salty nut. Rough Girl, you too funny. Cut that out. You funny as shit. She's awesome. Lord Thought says like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Thank you. And with that, I want to ask you one question before we go. You got anything coming up, sir?
Nothing of interest to say other than the fact that we're going to have our show on Sunday. So I'm
That's
looking
cool.
always look forward to that. Hopefully, I'll be a little bit more lucid and lively for that show. And then I'm going to have Bruce Lombardo. I keep on wanting to say Guy
Oh,
Lombardo. I got Bruce
Lombardo. Hey.
Lombardo. I got
Hey.
him on Baron After Dark on Wednesday, next
Oh,
Wednesday at
so
9 p.m.
I see you moved it to Wednesday now.
Yeah, I've been keeping it Wednesday now. I was given the suggestion to have it on Wednesdays. So Wednesday at 9 Central Standard Time is going to be Bruce Lombardo of Dick's Division.
You know
And
what?
I talked.
I definitely got to cat. Bruce is funny, man. He's funny. He's awesome. Yeah. He's a great guy. Fuck, man. Bruce is shit, man. I miss seeing him. I know he's been going through a few things. I just miss seeing him in the chat on Fridays, and hopefully we'll see him back, man. So, but yeah, man, if he's gonna be with you on Wednesday, that's definitely where I need to be, man. So
please do, yes, come on and watch, and who knows, maybe I might even bring you in if you're lurking in there.
Wow. And the long suffering Miss Tag says I think 24/7 was blushing. Oh wow. And Lord Thought says LOL at the long suffering Miss Tag. Yeah. That's yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. Look, want to tell everybody, thank you all for being here, hanging out with us. I know you guys could be anywhere that you want to be in the world, watching whoever you want to watch. You guys sat here and chose to watch me. One thing you can never get back is your time, and I'm thankful that you spent it with me. So I just want to tell everybody thank you. Hopefully you guys had a great time. Hopefully Lord Thoth saw this jungle comic that I've been trying to show to him that he's never responded to. Low Spickle in his laptop. This is a 1952 comic book. Hopefully you guys saw it, checked it out. For all the comic book lovers, I like to show little comic books here and there. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you don't.
There you go. So, just wanted to at least kick it with y'all, hang out with y'all. Had a great time kicking it with my right-hand man, Baron Norman Tag. Great guy. Fucking great friend, man. Him and Mrs. Tag, they're awesome, man. They've been awesome to me since day one, man. I appreciate both of them. And I want to thank everybody for being here. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, listening to my dumb shit. And, sitting here, having a great time. So with that, it's Baron Norman Tag. It's your boy 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. And we're out. Peace.
Love you all. Peace.
Yeah, that's right. We love you. Peace, everyone.